20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. The Cowboys at 1-5, really struggling here to start the year. And they come into the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
You talk about this Washington defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
He's into space past the 25. And down to the 7-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Out to his left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the line. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Second and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings up third and goal.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go,
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Commanders.
Slot man moves right. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. See, look at this Cowboy defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A quick throw out wide caught by Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Come on, go.
Now Daniels. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Savon Revel. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive moving forward.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second in a couple.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Prescott. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 11 now.
Dragon 6, Saturday. 19, Tiger, 19, come.
To the air goes Daniels. Still going inside the 20. Johnson Jr. 50 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting. As much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On play action, Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Amos. And the Commanders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Off the play fake, Daniels. That went out wide and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. We get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Daniels. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Now a first down carry is Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Play action now. Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. minutes remaining in this first half of football. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
10 for 11. 10 for 11. 79 Broncos.
Daniel's going to throw for it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Daniel's looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Tigers. 7 Tigers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
70 Timberwolves.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down right around the 15. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Let's go now. 19-18. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. This is swung out to Eckler. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, and it's caught right side. He's got his man. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Daniels from the gun on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Savon Rebel. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Auburn now for the point after. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Come on. Can't be lying. Ready.
Throwing after the interception. Daniels. Flush to his right. There he goes again. Inside the 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
19 Tiger, 19
And McLaurin, the motion man, right. Running on first down, Eckler. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Samuel in motion. Robinson up the middle. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal.
Let's go.
Eckler is in. Touchdown, Washington. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
From the 24 now, here's second and 9. Fires a slant complete to Toby. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Here's second and 1 now from the 7.
7-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll come out in the pistol. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. 70 Timberwolves.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. To about the 48-yard line. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7. Zach Ertz, the man in motion. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
19 Tiger.
3rd down, Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And they'll run it here. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
Yep.
And he'll get it! Touchdown, Cowboys! Jaden Blue taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They go play action. Daniels. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught downfield by McClure. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Past the 50. Past the 60.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Warriors 17. Cup 19. Cup 19.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 109 yards rushing forward to the ball game now on 14 carries. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They run off tackle right with Williams. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And it's no good, and this will stay a 2-score game at 16.
And this is a commentary in today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Ready. Black shot. Ready. Black 40.
Now Mariota. And that's caught inside the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This is 1st and 10.
Green. Set punt. 32. Ready.
Mariota steps away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Donovan Ezeraku in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
60 red. 60 red. Green jack.
One last shot now for Mariota. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Cowboys, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP.